Hey, before we get started on this episode, I just wanted to mention that next week we will not have a new episode of Attack on Titan. You guys have probably seen in some of my other videos that I'm taking a week break between certain episodes of certain shows because as of the time of recording this, I am coming up on Christmas. It's actually December 21st when I'm recording this, and I know this is well after Christmas for you guys, but I'm coming up on Christmas, and I want to take a break at Christmas, so next week there will not be a new episode of Attack on Titan. We'll be back in 2 weeks for Season 2, Episode 6. So just wanted to make a quick little announcement here at the beginning of the video. Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Attack on Titan. Last time on Attack on Titan, we had Soldier, where basically we had the scout gang. They were stuck in a tower, and there were Titans trying to get in, and then they seemed to be cornered, and then Ymir was like, alright guys, I got this, and jumped off the tower, cut her hand, and turned into a Titan, which I temporarily named Joe, because it was a Twister, the movie Twister, the main character of the movie Twister, Joe. Yeah. And I said that is a not the final name. At least I'm hoping. I'm giving myself this episode to come up with a better name than Joe. But I have this strange suspicion that we're just going to call Ymir's Titan form Joe. We will have to see. That's basically that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. This is also where I say if you want to watch my reaction to this episode of Attack on Titan, what you gotta do is head down in the description or to the pinned comment. Click on the link. That will take you over to the reaction. You can watch it, hopefully have a good time. And when you're done with that, you can pop right back over here to this YouTube video for the discussion. So with that being said, let's get right into this episode of Attack on Titan. Here we go. Well, I guess we're just going to stick with Joe. And Ymir's dead. Strange, I could have sworn these hybrids had regeneration abilities, like, you know, how Eren can regrow appendages. But I guess it's like regeneration in Doctor Who. You take too much damage and the regeneration just doesn't work. She's dead. Ymir is dead. I feel like I need to watch this episode again. Like, I feel like... And I know you guys keep saying that all my questions will be answered in time. And specifically not this season. God, this season's weird. But still, I feel like I need to work over this. Okay, you know what this is? They showed us backstory without showing us the rest of the backstory. Like, I feel like I'm missing something, you know? I did not expect, you know, and here, we gotta, it's what we do. To Ymir, also known as Joe. So she wasn't put there by... She wasn't put there by the cult, I guess. Oh, I guess we don't really have a reason to think that. Krista, whose real name is Historia, Her real name is Historia. And she was an illegitimate child of some noble man. And people were worried that she might, come back and try to claim his fortune, I guess. Or, I mean, yeah, so the solution, instead of just killing her, or anything else, I guess, was to give her a new name, Krista, and send her to the cadets. And Ymir just happened to figure this out. She just happened to hear it, figured out that Krista was this child, and then decided, I mean, yeah, there are similarities there, like, like she was saying, like, oh, we're both, like, cast out kind of by the world, the world hated us just for existing, to having the audacity of existing. So I guess she related to Krista, so she stuck with her, and she stuck with her, stuck by her, and they said they were inseparable, and she sacrificed herself to save Krista. And she sacrificed herself to save Krista because suddenly she was going to play the hero, which she always gave Krista shit for. Not because Krista wanted to save people, but more so that she would be called a hero. I guess, she wanted to make her life meaningful, so she thought she could have a noble death. But, as Ymir said, that does sort of play into the hands, that plays to the favor of the people that already wanted her dead. And then maybe I'm thinking this is a bit more complicated than it actually is, because I guess that's basically it. Now, why the two of them stuck so closely together? Just because Krista's the only one that can tolerate Ymir? Because through and through, I don't know. Because at first, for a second, I was like, oh, maybe it's like a freaking tsundere, like, oh, it doesn't mean I like you, Krista. Something like that. But it's not really. I mean, because she gave everyone shit. But they brought up the other language, like, how. I feel like there's more backstory to Ymir that we just don't know, but now she's dead. I assume she's dead. I assume her, blood coming out of her guts, her leg being gone, and her, looking and then closing her eyes and, her head going down. I assume that means she is dead. But also, she did eat a human because she was there in Reiner's backstory. Yeah, okay, we don't have answers about Ymir. We have some answers about Krista. Some. obviously we don't have the answers of why was the wall cult monitoring Krista. Why would they? They were monitoring the illegitimate child of a nobleman. But why? We don't know that. But we know her general origin. But we don't know Ymir's. Okay, I mean, I would ask how is Ymir a hybrid, but we just don't know. We just don't know. Because we don't know how Aaron's a hybrid. We don't know how Annie is a hybrid. We don't know what the Colossal and Armored Titans... we don't know who they are. We have a theory that they are hybrids, but it's technically it's unconfirmed. And... we don't know what the Beast Titan is. I know you guys said everything will be answered in time. And I know some of you guys said things don't really get answered until season 3. We're 5 episodes into a... this is I think this is a 12 episode season, 12 or 13 episode season. And I'm lost, man. I'm lost. I can't. I feel like this episode answered nothing, because even oh, well, it told us who Krista actually is. This girl named Historia, who was the illegitimate daughter of a nobleman. Cool. You gave me an answer. But that wasn't one of the questions we asked. This is like a politician's answer. This episode is a politician's answer, where... where a question has been answered. They gave us the answer of who is Krista. They gave us the answer of Krista, her real name is Historia, and she is the illegitimate child of a nobleman. But we had a whole list of questions going into this episode. And that answer does not fit with any of those questions. Any of them. For instance, because there's some questions okay, there's questions about Ymir and stuff like that, okay, whatever. Or the I guess they gave us, what was the promise on the snowy mountain? I guess that's it. The promise of, live your life as who you are. Which, that does tie into what Ymir was saying about Sasha. Just be yourself, But Krista was saying, look, and that makes sense why Krista was saying, if she wants to just be this way, let her be. If that's what she wants. She would say that because she's being someone she's actually not. So, okay. So the question that we had from last episode about Krista, and not even just last episode, but even just the episode before that, but the question that we have had about Krista is, why is the wall cult, why did the wall cult keep an eye on Krista? That is the question we had about Krista. The answer that we got about Krista is, her real name is Historia, and she is the illegitimate daughter of a nobleman who basically was sent to the cadets so she wouldn't try to claim his fortune or anything. But see, here's the thing. Um, this is a circle. This is not a circle. This circle right here. This circle right here is the question. Why is the wall cult concerned with Krista? This rock is the answer. Krista's real name is Historia, and she is the illegitimate daughter of a nobleman who was sent to the cadets so that she wouldn't try to claim any fortune. And so we take this question and we take this answer, and it's okay. This is why I didn't use my pen or something, so YouTube's gonna be okay with this. So we take this answer, and look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see? It doesn't fit. Because this is a circle. And this is not a circle. Because that answer, the answer that they gave us about Krista, has jack all to do with the question we had about Krista. And that's fine. That's fine if they want to be like, hey, this is who Krista is. Cool. We weren't asking that, though. And that's great that you told us. Thank you. Thank you for telling us. You didn't answer the question we had. You didn't answer the goddamn question that we had. And instead, you raised more questions about Ymir and didn't answer those. And I feel like we have so many questions about Ymir that we just cannot have because she is dead. And we still have the same amount of questions about Krista. And look, unless everyone starts calling her Historia now, I'm gonna keep calling her Krista. So I don't know. I don't know. So at this, I'm just gonna call her Krista. Okay. This doesn't answer the goddamn question. This episode is a politician's answer. And maybe I'm going a little extreme here, but that doesn't answer the goddamn question, you know? And then Ymir dies. Ymir just dies. She has her little tiny Titan. Can't all be Buffered Sea Titan and Lean Jean, I guess. But okay, but I mean, she kicked some ass. She did, you know? She's like a little spider monkey or something, you know, just swinging around. She's like a monkey. But she was on screen for so little time that I am now left with calling her Joe because I don't have anything else to work with. She's just Joe. Ymir / Joe. You know how I always say, I want to see on the Attack on Titan wiki, Eren Yeager, alias Buffered Sea Titan, Annie Leonhardt, alias Lean Jean. I want to see Ymir, alias Joe. J-O. No E. Just Joe. I don't know. Good episode still. Doesn't answer any of the goddamn questions we had, but it's still good. It's just a politician's answer. What am I supposed to do with a politician's answer? Okay. But we did understand Ymir wants people to be themselves. Same with Krista, same with Sasha. Krista wanted people to, be who they want to be, So she became Krista, and she was fine with Sasha being someone else, being different. It was interesting, because we got a little bit last episode of, you just want them to put, hero on your grave, That's all you want. You don't want to actually be a hero. You just want them to say that. And we did get a bit more of that here. It's like she wants her death to be meaningful, basically, so that she can kind of just stick it to, the people that cast her aside. But in doing that, that sort of plays into their hands, I feel like we have actually covered all the notes on here without even going, normally we go point by point, I write these notes down so we go point by point. Honestly, we have covered everything already. When do I ever do a discussion like that, Didn't answer the goddamn question. I don't know. I'm conflicted on this because they pretty much didn't tell us anything. Here's Krista's backstory. I didn't know we needed that. Other than, what I needed was an answer to why does the Walcolts watch Krista? Why? Why? Why do they watch Krista? That was the backstory I was hoping for. We didn't get that. Is she a Titan? Can she turn into the cutest little blonde Titan the world has ever seen? I don't know. But I feel like we are left with, we don't know what we actually wanted to know about Krista's backstory. And we don't know anything about Ymir's backstory, really. And because of that, and now she's dead, and we'll never get it. Because for some reason, she can't regenerate her limbs and her guts, I guess. And she's gone. I am left with more questions and maybe one answer. Ymir's a Titan. Not just any Titan. The Titan that, killed whoever was close to Reiner. Doesn't answer the goddamn... Because that raises more questions. Because of the confirmed hybrids that we have seen, Bufford and Lean Jean, those two, they don't eat people. Lean Jean killed him. Bufford saved him. They didn't eat people. Joe eats people. Joe ate people. I am left with way more questions than answers. And I know what you guys are going to say. You guys are going to time code this and be like, oh, well, that's exactly what you're going to quote. That's exactly what you're going to put in the comments. I know it. But I am left here with more questions than I have answers. I got an answer to a question I didn't have, and now I am stuck here. I'm stuck here with nothing. This season is so... If I had to wait 4 years for this season... I'm not saying it's bad or I would quit the show or anything, but I would just be perplexed, This show was so simple. Even when you bring in the hybrids and stuff like that, which, definitely Aaron being a hybrid definitely threw a wrench into things, but still, like, I don't know. This season is so strange. All capped off by that ungodly, horrific music in the credits. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know all my questions will be answered in time, but can we just get there already? I have too many questions. Too many questions, not enough answers. Ymir's dead. Ymir's dead. Krista's real name is Historia. And that's that. We will be back 2 weeks from now. In 2 weeks, we will come back, watch episode 6, and leave with more questions than answers once again, I am sure. Someday, we will get some answers. And until that day comes, we're just going to have to sit here in silence and confusion. Happy New Year. The New Year's probably already come and gone by the time this episode went up, but still, Happy New Year. Perhaps 2021 will illuminate us to what the fuck is happening in this show. With all that being, I get so melodramatic in these discussions, don't I? Meh. Well. Maybe in 2021 I'll stop being so melodramatic. Oh well. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Attack on Titan reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure to hit that notification bell. Support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.